Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. I have to remember it's Saturday when I do these. And thank you, Melody. I am getting the rest that I need, and my face is recovering very slowly because when I had my seizure the other day, I face planted into either the nightstand or the fan. We're not too sure. And I have a huge gash on my nose and my forehead where you can clearly see I went down. So that is healing, and that's why I'm not on camera today either. I was planning on going on camera all week with you guys, and then things happen. But I'm resting and I'm doing what I need to do, and I will talk to you definitely afterwards though, Melody, because I do want to talk to you. But we are here for the weekly YouTube recap. And there's been a lot going on YouTube this week. And the first thing that I want to start off with, it's a major thing that's been going around the last couple days, is the whole, so usually I have a 10K rule, but for this creator, I'm breaking my 10K rule because he means something to me. And it is personal. AT2, I'm letting you know, I stand by you. The allegations, all of these horrendous, obscene lies that people are spreading about you, I know are not true. I know you have nieces and nephews like I do, and you give a shit if someone is looking at things online, especially of children. We are not going to go there. But just know if you hear any of these allegations against him, these were manufactured to hurt him. He is doing well on these YouTube streets, and there are people that are not liking that he is doing well, unfortunately. And I've tried my hardest to stay out of the drama and not be in the middle. But it's hard when there are two creators that I really like and they're butting heads. And it gets to the point where things now are being said that aren't true. And it's to hurt somebody. Like, you don't say something like that unless you want to hurt this person. AT2 has a wonderful video that it was a live that he did, and now it's a video that you can go check out on his channel. I will link it in the description below. If I can grab it right now really quick from my phone, I will also put it in the chat for you guys to check out, because he addresses everything. And I feel like that's what he needed to do. He needed to address everything, because if someone did this to me, I'd be addressing those two. I'm sorry, I would. It's just not right. So if you hear it pop up in a second, let's share, copy link, and let's go back to my video so I can share it with you guys. Most of you, I believe, have seen it. I know you've probably seen it, Drew. Melody, it's definitely something to check out, especially, it's crazy that people will go to any lengths on YouTube to destroy somebody. I don't get it, what the end goal is. I understand people want to make people hurt, but you don't make up lies and accusations that can carry through for years and years to come. Like, if anybody went online to look, like, say he went and did some kind of an acting gig or comedy gig, you look up his name, you see that, what are you supposed to think? Like, what are you supposed to think? I don't agree with it. So here is the link for you guys to check out after the recap, so you can check it out if you haven't already. And there it is right there. That's his video that he did. So I'm just saying it one more time. AT2, I stand by you. You've helped me on my lowest of lows. You barely even knew who I was. You just knew I was a top mod for BX when I first came out on the scene. And you still came here, gave me amazing, criticism and advice on what to do better. And I have been taking those words and doing better because of you. And I just want you to know that you need to keep that head up high, keep pushing forward. People are jealous that you are doing so well. That interview that you did with Sherelle was amazing. You do interviews so well. You know how to interview people. Don't let someone take your shine away from you. Please. Please. So, if you hear anything going on, just know that it's a bunch of manufactured lies that people are just lying for no reason. They're just trying to tear somebody down that's doing better than them. And it starts with a J and it ends with a Y. Kind of where it all started. That's what I'm guessing, at least from everything that I've seen and heard. And I'm not a big fan of him. I've never been, and I'm going to continue not to be. So that's just how it is for me. But moving on to bigger and better things, that we have people that have gotten engaged this week. Congratulations to Teresa Giudice, who has got engaged to a beau, Louie. And they are happily in Greece right now and enjoying their engagement. We have some good news, too, that are coming this way. As we all know, they did find partial remains of what they are saying is Brian Laundrie. So this is a sad day for the Petito family because they're not going to get exactly all the answers that they were hoping to get for their daughter. So that was one of the biggest things that happened this week because a lot of people have been following that story. I know I'm one of them. A lot of you guys in my chat have been following it with me, and you guys have been sharing everything you see, and I share what I find. And it's sad because we were hoping that he would have more answers for everybody when they found him. And they did not find him alive. And it's sad because the family does deserve more answers. Let's hope and pray that that notebook has a lot more in it than we can expect it to have. Because that is the only saving grace we have, is that they found that backpack with that notebook in it. And if he was someone that liked to journal and write things down, we can only hope that there is some kind of clarity to maybe what was going on and why all of this happened. Now, do I think it's a coincidence that his parents found the backpack and notebook? Kind of. Do I find it kind of a coincidence that they kind of knew the area that he was in? Kind of. But we're not going to know any of those answers. We need to let the FBI and investigation team do their job, not bother the family at the moment, because they're just as much grieving over what their son was charged with at that point, being a suspect in this investigation, and then now finding him not alive. So we need to let them grieve their grievances and give them the time that they deserve, but they are not off this bench at all. I feel like they know more than what they are leading up to, but we cannot make anybody talk. We can't make anybody but ourselves talk when it comes to any kind of a situation. So unfortunately, we need to let them be, let the FBI do their job, and just keep looking at the news and keep watching everything that gets put out there to see what can be put together for these pieces so we can find out what happened to Gabby. Because that is the main question. That is the main thing that everyone wants to know. Why? What happened? So let's start though at the beginning of the week. We have Jaclyn Hill. So on Monday, Jaclyn Hill put out her Holidate. It's Holidate collection. And she did not promote it like she usually promotes most of her collections. And she said in a video that she was going through a lot. And it was a mental thing that she was dealing with. It was the anxiety thing, and she was kind of going through it right now, and she didn't know what to do with herself, but she needed to take a break. And even just a few days off never really gets very much anywhere, she said. So she hated that she had to not give this collection her full and deserved love and attention like she did all of her other collections. But she was just burnt out. And people are speculating, of course, that maybe Jaclyn's heart is no longer in it anymore. I don't believe that. People usually, will speculate anything. But Jaclyn mentions that she thinks her brand is a staple in anyone's makeup bag. But because they're collections and limited editions, some people are scared to buy her products and get attached to them and not be able to ever buy them again. So people are suggesting that she might just need to maybe promote her brands, because no matter what she does, her fans are going to buy this collection. But she needs to come out with a line that she can keep putting out and putting out and putting out, more than just these holiday collections, Valentine's collections, things like that. Now, we have some boys in the chat, but I'm going to just show a couple quick photos of the collection, because I find Jaclyn Hill's collections very interesting, especially since, the whole Jaclyn Hill lipstick gate that they had that year where her lipstick was growing stuff. But I actually don't own any Jaclyn Hill products myself. And I think it's not because I'm scared to buy it, but they're expensive. And yeah, like, what if I do get attached? Am I not going to be able to buy it ever again? Probably not. So then you get that feeling like, I might, never be able to buy this again. But she did promote a lot on Instagram. So all the people that were like, oh, she didn't do like her full promotion, her video, all of that. She didn't. But she did put all of the photos, all the makeup products, all of that on Instagram for everyone to check out and see. So this is, of course, her wearing the new collection. Her lips look juicy as hell. And then here's some of the collection right there. Lots of glitter. I honestly probably would buy that palette because the blush isn't too dark, the bronze isn't too dark, and the highlight isn't dark. Looks good. Eyeshadow's okay. I got a lot of copper and gold. I don't need any more copper and gold in my life. And that's oil primer. I've never tried an oil primer. And then her beautiful, look at these lip colors. So juicy. They're very dark. I will say that. They're on the darker side. Lip pencils, collection together. You can get two together. So, I like it. I think she's doing great. And this is a quick little clip. She does. Oh. She would. So yes, that was what she had posted on her Instagram. I agree. I mean, if you're burnt out, take a break. I mean, like everyone keeps saying, Jaclyn, your fans will be there for you. They're going to buy this collection. It's going to sell out. You have nothing to worry about. And if it doesn't sell out, then there's still product to be sold. When people realize how much they like the product and they want to get more, they'll be able to buy more. That's just my theory. But so that was on Monday. She released her Holidate collection. So if you're looking for any Jaclyn collections coming out for the holidays, it's out. And then we have Lisa Vanderpump on Monday. So according to a new report, Lisa Vanderpump, who is one of my favorite housewives, and I do watch Vanderpump Rules. I do watch, the Vanderpump dinner show that she had on E. So I am a Vanderpump fan. She is considering returning back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, guys, but only if she gets paid more than her former best friend and co-star, Kyle Richards, which I can only imagine how much Kyle Richards gets paid. But a source alleged to The Sun on October 15th that Vanderpump is looking to make a comeback on the series due to the low ratings on her other show, like Vanderpump Rules and Vanderpump Dogs. I never actually watched Vanderpump Dogs. I didn't even know there was a Vanderpump Dog show, so now I have to go check that out. But Lisa wants to come back to the Housewives, she says, and between the terrible ratings with Overserved was the name of the show on E, and Vanderpump Dogs, and then Vanderpump Rules crashing in ratings, she hasn't been able to find success outside of Beverly Hills Housewives and wants to make a return. She would still, view it as though she's doing them a favor, not vice versa. So that's why she kind of wants to get paid more and for the right price. But there is a mutual interest, and the show is eyeing to get her back. She has stayed in exec's good graces all these years, and it would make sense for her career for them to have her on their show. And according to a source, Vanderpump wants to get paid $2 million for her return. $2 million, not a one in front of it, but two. And we can't guarantee anything, but she's not going to return for less money than Kyle Richards. We do know that. So let's see how that goes, because I would love for Vanderpump to be back on the Beverly Hills. I mean, they're already saying that Dorit might be gone. She's not really a good selling point for Beverly Hills. She doesn't really bring anything to the series. So you can get rid of Dorit and put Vanderpump back in, and I'll be very happy with that. And the whole Vanderpump Rules, it was off air for 2 years. So what do you expect is going to happen? People forgot about the show. I know I forgot about the show until they were airing it, saying that it was coming back after 2 years of not being aired. And then I was like, yeah, that's right. I used to watch that show like regularly. So, I mean, it's not really all the best so far. There's a little bit of drama out there, who has babies now and who is doing this and that, and the Tom's opening up a new bar. It's not the best, but hey, she's trying to make her name And she has success if she just tried. Also, on Monday, that's when KJ put out a tweet inferring that Todd Chrisley did not believe, or we, as the anti-KJers, they like to call us, even though I don't consider myself as much an anti-KJer. I hang out with anti-KJers, but do not believe that she has talked to the FBI and prosecutors and that they are investigating this situation. And she says that that's fine. You do what you want to do, but it is true. And they reported this long ago. And tomorrow, which was this was the 18th, so that's the 19th, we, whoever we are, will be meeting with them, and none of your talking points matter to them. Okay, KJ. I did show this tweet on Wednesday. Honestly, if you want to ask me, I think she's talking to the FBI about everything that happened with like the whole Tati stuff more than she's talking to the FBI about Todd. Maybe that's why we don't believe her, because she's just been really wrapped up in the FBI business a little too much lately. And then, of course, on Tuesday, she got served. She got a pocket serve, which Emily D. Baker did cover in her Coffee and Cursey Word stream, that Todd Chrisley finally served KJ with a lawsuit. And he's suing Katie Joy for pretty much slander and defamation and putting out false news reports. I think we looked at it, and it wasn't like a lot of money when we looked at it on Wednesday. It was like, only $500,000 is all he's asking for. And her to like take back the claim of the news article and stuff. I mean, pretty much I'm waiting the 20 days. Let's see if they can work this out. I highly doubt KJ is going to work this out with Todd Chrisley. She's not a big fan of him, and I don't really think that Lindsay is really close to KJ, even though KJ thinks that. I think it's a parasocial relationship kind of thing between them two. But we'll see. So that was on Tuesday. So we have it's only been a couple days. We got a couple days to go still before that's on Pacer or on the Minnesota court website for me to get the filings for us all to look at. But if you do want to check out the filings, Emily does break them down all page by page by page. And we did look at it on Wednesday on the Kickback and Relax stream if you guys did want to check it out. Then we have on Thursday, Alec Baldwin. So they were in the middle of filming a movie when he shot a prop fire gun. And the gun was clearly loaded because he ended up killing the photographer, director, Helena Hutchinson on set, and also wounded the film's writer and director, Joel Souza. I don't know if I said that name right. The director was taken to the hospital, but at the moment, investigators are still looking into everything, and no one has been charged yet. I do know Alec Baldwin did make a couple tweets, which I will put up on the screen for you guys, because he is pretty much at a loss with everything that happened. He couldn't believe this happened himself. And it's a shock. I mean, it's a prop gun. Most prop guns, I would think you would check I don't understand how a prop gun gets loaded or is loaded. Unless it's such an old school gun that there was still one in the chamber and they never checked that. It's something that we're all going to have to wait to find out more about, because usually prop guns, they like get investigated thoroughly before they even put him out on set. So I just don't quite understand this. So here's the sheriff's news release update that was put out, saying the Western Rust on August 21st, when a 911 caller reported a shooting on the set. The sheriff's office confirmed that 2 individuals were shot on set of Rust. Helena Hutchinson, 42, director of photography, and Joel Souza, 48, director, were shot when a prop firearm was discharged by Alec Baldwin, 68, and he is a producer of that movie and an actor. Ms. Hutchinson was transported via helicopter to the University of New Mexico Hospital, where she was pronounced dead by the medical personnel, and Mr. Souza was transported by ambulance to Christos St. Vincent's Regional Medical Center, where he is undergoing treatment for his injuries. This investigation remains open and active. No charges have been filed in regards to the incident. And then this is what Alec Baldwin said. So 1, there are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Helena Hutchins, a wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours. I'm fully cooperating with the police investigation to address how this tragedy occurred, and I'm in touch with her husband, offering my support to him and his family. My heart is broken for her husband, their son, and all who knew and loved Helena. I think that was a very sweet post for him to put out, especially with everything that's going on. Yeah, I'm not much of an Alec Baldwin fan myself. But yeah, like, how does that, I want to understand how that happens. It's a prop gun. Like, I understand most of the prop guns that they do use are actual firearms. They just use like a different kind of firing powder, or like not like a pellet bullet, but like a fake, it's a bullet but it doesn't have any ammunition in it kind of thing. It makes like an explosion kind of thing, but nothing that can harm or hurt anybody. Especially a Western. So you're thinking old school Western. Those are old school guns. I know my dad's a gun collector personally, so he has old school, 45s and revolvers and things like that. So it's possible something could have still been in there, but why wouldn't you have checked? Why wouldn't you have checked? Hello, Irish. Good to see you. No one's watching. Don't worry. We have no kids watching today. You can be as bad as you want. But yeah, I'm just still boggled by who's in charge of the props and why didn't this props person check? And don't you like test fire things? Like, don't you even test fire the guns to see like that the powdered fake bullets that they're putting in like work properly? Like, I just don't really get it. So we're gonna have to wait to find out on more information about that as well. And I did mention Teresa Giudice, like I said before, but she got engaged yesterday. And it's a big thing all over Instagram and YouTube. And she's one of my favorite housewives. I'm not going to lie, because I'm close to the Jersey Shore. So she's my Jersey Shore girl. She's the one that started all the ruckus and fights. And I love it. If without her, we wouldn't have all that craziness going on. And she went to prison in my state. So, got that close relationship with her, even though I was never there. Hello, AT2. And everyone, please yes, we love you. And I said it in the beginning of the stream, and I'll say it again. You have my full support. I believe these allegations are heinous, disgusting, and anything you need help from us, let me know. I am more than willing to help you do whatever you need me to do, because it's just wrong. It's absolutely wrong that people are trying to tear you down because you are doing good for yourself. Like, what purpose does that bring? Nothing. And it's crazy that YouTube has to be like this. Like, and I know I've said it in your comments, because I left a lot of comments on that video, and I shared the link, and I'll share it again. I just don't get why. Like, what gain are they going to get from tearing you down? No one's going to want to work with them after tearing shit like that. And then, like, they're tearing you down. Like what? Come on, people. Aren't we freaking adults here? Isn't this just fucking YouTube? I hate to say it like that, but isn't this YouTube? Why are we acting like we're in fucking high school? Grow up. Hello, Tina. Yeah, inside now for a crazy day. Yeah. And here's the video. You guys definitely need to check out the video that AT2 did, where he explains the whole situation and everything that's going on, where it stemmed from, and all the people involved. Because when you are on YouTube, it's hard to, and I know I've learned this through just being a mod and then now a creator, you don't know who you can trust. Because even though we are I'm the type of person that I'm willing to help anyone, do anything for anybody, because that is who I am normally. Every day on the street, you see me on the street, I'm willing to help you. I don't even have to know you, and I'm willing to help you. I picked some girl up that was walking on crutches to bring her to where she needed to go, because I felt bad watching her walk down the street with crutches, because I've been there. That is just who I am as a person. But unfortunately, with YouTube, you think that you can trust somebody, you think that they have your back, and then next thing you know, they're turning against you and trying to put that knife in your back. And it's not funny. It really, yeah, it definitely is going to be hard to trust anyone again. And I understand. And you need to do you. You are doing great. Your interview with Sherelle was amazing. Any interview that you've done, I've enjoyed. You make everybody laugh. You're fun. And that's what they don't like, is that you are doing well for yourself. You are doing good. And you're speeding by in the car by them, and they're sitting there with a flat tire trying to wave you down, asking you for help. And then they're just going to steal your tires and put that on their car and go. That's just how it is. I know that was a horrible metaphor, but that's the metaphor I was thinking about all day in my head when I heard this story. And I was like last night when I heard that this was going on, I was like, why? Like, what? And one of the people involved, I couldn't believe she would even play along with this. Like, I know she supports people that I don't necessarily support, but we've always had that mutual agreement with, like, you are allowed to like whoever you want, and I'm allowed to like whoever I want. But I respect you because you're, always positive, inspirational, and you don't tear people down. And then she's sitting there tearing you down. And I don't get it. It's like, so that really bummed me out, having to pull my membership from her and knowing that I don't know if I can even trust her anymore. But we all learn from this. We just keep doing what we're doing. Exactly. Keep your head up and just keep going. Don't even look at them on the side of the road. Just keep freaking going by and do 100 flying by. Just keep fucking moving. Same thing with, I don't give a fuck, I'll say his name. Same thing with Real. I told you that the other day when we chatted early in the morning. I said, you don't need it. He's not doing anything for you. You don't need them either. You're doing fine by yourself, and we all love and appreciate you. And you got so much support behind you. And like I said, anything I can do personally, I'm here to help. And I understand if you don't trust creators, I get that too, because I'm in that same boat as well. I mean, one of my best friends is not talking to me anymore. It just does not make sense. So it happens. But we're here. This channel, Sunshinery, we stand with AT2. So, and if you hear anything, put it to bed. Tell them they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Tell them to go check out AT2's video. He explains it all. That's all you got to say. Because there's going to be a lot of chit chat on the other side, and they're not going to know anything. You're not late, Mama T. You just finished the Ipsy video. Well, thank you, babe. Yes, I did put out a new Ipsy video for all of our makeup lovers. I got the glam bag. Now Tina just needs to do her glam bag and glam bag plus. We'll add that. And I have another Ipsy. I bought a lot of Ipsy pop-up shop items. So that video will be coming out for you guys too. So, and then when my face clears up from nosediving, getting beat up by Mike Tyson over here. I've shown a couple of you guys the picture, but I feel like I look like I got beat up by Mike Tyson. I had like this huge scab now on the bridge of my nose, a huge scab on my forehead from where I face planted when I had my seizure the other day. And yeah, makeup can cover some of it, not all of it. So that's why I'm not on camera today for you guys. I'm a little self-conscious at the moment, but hopefully that'll clear up soon. I put in tea tree oil, thanks to Tina. Tea tree oil cleans up everything. And yeah, you're dealing with crazy ass wind over there, right? Trees won't quit falling on things other than, oh my gosh. She was the one who said, bring it on. When I said, oh my God, you're getting this huge storm coming your way. Girlfriend, watch out. And she was like, bring it on. And I was like, okay. I don't want it to bring on. Please don't bring it on for her. Do I prefer Ipsy over Boxycharm? I prefer Ipsy over Boxycharm. So I did get Boxycharm for a good solid year. So I've been with Ipsy, and I looked it up. It says, oh, there you go. I've been with Ipsy since, there you go, girlfriend. Hi.
Hold on.
Oh no. She's on video.
That's so scary.
Press stop camera.
Hold on, I'm trying.
She looks hot. Don't let her play, you guys. So Boxycharm is kind of like an Ipsy. Have you ever gotten Boxycharm, Tina?
I can't.
Flip it sideways, and it should say stop camera on the bottom.
I'm on my laptop.
Okay, so on your laptop, it should say stop cam. There you go.
Picture showing up for everybody, because I don't even know how to do that.
Boxycharm is kind of like Ipsy. They do very similar products, and it's like Boxycharm. You get like a charm with it. Or you used to. I haven't got it in a couple of years. I've been with Ipsy since 2015, April 2015. So Boxycharm just had more like facial moisturizers and creams and things that I wasn't like into. I wanted more makeup. And with Ipsy, you can choose your preferences to pick that you want more makeup than face stuff. And I learned that through YouTube. I did.
YouTube, that's for sure.
Hey, yeah, YouTube teaches a lot of good stuff sometimes. Now, have you ever had Boxycharm?
I really can't remember.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Think of which one it was. It used to come with like sayings and stuff in the box.
Yes.
For the life of me, I can't remember what subscription that was.
And I used to get the Allure box too. And I quit the Allure box also. But the Allure box wasn't bad. It was just their bags. So like with Ipsy, they make their bags. And for Allure, it was all like these see-through plastic bags. And I was just like, yeah, I'd rather have a makeup bag.
I
than actually have cool signs.
Ipsy needs to go back to the zipper bags and not this button crap that doesn't stay buttoned.
Well, the October one is a zipper bag, so we'll give them that. But the November one I think is a zipper one too. It's just an ugly green that's coming. I did see a sneak peek. It's like a furry, like green bag that's coming for November. That's why I was like, do I want to upgrade to the X for November?
I'll have to check and see. I know my parents came by earlier, so I'm not sure if they brought the mail by or not. Ooh. They had to come check out the tree across the bus, which it did.
Yes.
It cracked the roof.
It did crack the roof. Oh.
Yeah. So there's a good chance it's going to total it, but oh well.
Well, that's more money. You can go find another bus.
Hopefully.
I hope, because that's like your little cottage to stay in when you go off-roading.
Yeah.
That's a little bus.
Yes. I will say, when the whole world is silent, dead silent in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden, we didn't even hear the tree crack, nothing. All of a sudden, it was just like, boom, and we're like, oh.
So if a tree falls in the middle of the woods, do you hear it? That saying always gets me. So clearly you didn't hear it fall, but you heard it crash.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I was sitting on the bed earlier back here, and all of a sudden water just started, like, because it was raining really hard, it all of a sudden started coming through the whatever thing that is on the roof, the fan and the fifth wheel, because there's one above our.
Oh my god!
Where the shower is, and went out by the kitchen. Well, the one above our bed and the one above over our shower. Both of them started leaking today. So not only is our shower still leaking, that didn't get fixed. One of the sinks in the kitchen is leaking, one of the sides, and then two of the vents. So I went and bought some really good big heavy duty tarps today, and we just tarped over the whole fifth wheel. So it'll hopefully be good.
That's all you can do right now.
Yeah, because we're supposed to get the worst part of the storm or whatever tomorrow, I guess. So at least this way we know.
And hopefully those storage containers, 40 storage containers, fell into the Pacific Ocean because of this storm.
Yeah, freaking crazy.
I told her it was like Monday. I swear it was like Monday. You can go check Twitter. I was like, Tina, there's a storm coming, girl. You better watch out. And she's like, yeah, bring it on. I'm like, okay. I don't want it to come your way. I'm like, they're saying it's really bad.
Inserted in mouth isn't always a good thing.
And then 40 storage containers pile over. Then you get a tree on top of your bus. I mean, hey, the tarps will hold up at least. That's all that matters.
I mean, at least the bus is fiberglass, so I mean they can total it out. We can buy it back from the insurance and do whatever with it.
Why don't you just cut the top off and have a big sunroof?
Because that's a lot of money.
True.
I think I want to get like an older school bus or something because they're metal, and that way I can like build the rack for the top of it, and we can have a deck on top and do a lot more.
If you don't know, Tina is into like the bus kind of living, people that live in vans. She plans on she's getting another RV. Technically it's an RV. Yeah, it's like a Winnebago.
It's like a giant tour types. I don't know. It'll be going from any apartment. It's nicer. The inside of that thing is nicer than any apartment I've ever lived in. The fifth one we live in right now, like it'll just be a huge upgrade all around.
So that's going to be her upgrade. And then her daughter has her own little camper, which is sweet. I wish I was 16. Well, I can't say that. I was 16. I had my own little camper, but that was where we partied. I didn't stay in there. I had a 34-foot camper that we partied in. So,
oh yeah, I catch a party and then that, and she'll be in trouble.
Yeah. It turned into the party camper as I turned 21 and 22 and 23. And
well, that's different.
The table in the camper we made into a board game to use with joints and pot. I actually saved the table, actually. It's at my neighbor's house still, next to my parents' old house. He said it. He's like, you want it still? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But we made a board game and yeah, so. But she likes to redo buses. She likes to watch the bus redoers. And eventually, when she gets this, big tour bus thing that she's going to live in, and her daughter moves into the one she's in, her daughter's camper she's going to turn into a dog, cat camper, because she has a lot of pets as well. And I told her, I'm like, well, you watch all this stuff. Why don't you record it? I'll help you with your videos and put it out there for everybody, because there are so many people that like the home improvement, especially the van life and the bus life and the camper life redo. So I think you'll enjoy it. And I think a lot of people will enjoy watching you. And then we'll get her started with her Ipsy. We'll start her off here, and then we'll move her to her own channel. And you guys can check out the difference between our Ipsy bags. And, she doesn't like looking at herself or her voice, but I remember the first time I ever did YouTube, I hated that as well. And now I just gotten used to it. So it happens.
Yeah.
You'll get there with time. And we all love you and support you. So did you see any craziness on YouTube this week?
I guess Britney Spears they went and looked at a house, and apparently it was Jeffree Stars' old house.
Oh, that's going to be a mega mansion.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, I heard. That's like, I want to say 10 million or some crap like that.
I know it's quite up there a lot. I'm on YouTube. I know it's up there a lot, but there's a lot of people that are grossed out by it, and come on, it's Britney Spears. She'll totally redo the entire inside of it and put her own touch to it, and it'll be gorgeous.
Britney Spears probably doesn't really know who Jeffree Star is.
She probably don't really care.
Probably don't care. She's probably like, yes, thank you, God. I don't have a conservatorship. I could buy a house if I want. Touch my money, I'll kill you. Like,
yeah, she needs to be able to live her own life. Like, those are years that she's never gonna get back. And I wasn't ever really the biggest fan of hers back then. I never was one that was, this band or that band or whatever. I was never really one of those. But as a human rights perspective, that was incredibly fucked up that they did that to her.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, we let's see, Miley Cyrus had her moment where she went crazy and she came out fine. Yeah. I think Britney had her moment where she went crazy and they just kept her thinking she was crazy so that way they could take her money. I mean, they used her from a kid.
Even the
Hello, Len.
The reporter that she hit his vehicle with her umbrella that night, even he's came forward and done an interview and said, I realized like she was going through a really bad time at that moment, and having paparazzi around and everything that they were doing to her definitely didn't help.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. I mean, good for her. I mean, what's this? And her dad's trying to get the money for the lawyer now, and that's a whole thing. I'm like, dude, you have enough of Britney Spears money. Pay the damn lawyer yourself. You know that you're hiding some money that you took throughout the years from your daughter that you could pay off that lawyer.
I think they need to step up and do like a forensics audit into every penny he's ever spent out of her accounts, her estate, anything and everything.
Yeah, I agree. Well, shit, let her buy Jeffree Stars mansion. Give us a tour before you redo it.
Give her the fresh start, new house, new place. Like,
and didn't Shane Dawson live close by? I mean, he doesn't live there now. They moved to Colorado. I do know that. But whoever moves into Shane Dawson's house can be Britney's best friend then. Something. Just saying. Yeah. Well, that's,
it's time with her kids she'll never get back, and that's really that's heart pulling.
Yeah. And she's still, I mean, she's a little bit older than me. I know that. So I'm not old enough. I haven't had kids yet, so she still has time if she did want another kid with her new beau. Go right ahead. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him, so I can't say if he's a good guy or not. Has she done new music? Or when was
No, she hasn't. I don't believe she's done any new music because when she was performing in Vegas and stuff all the time, there was one point that she was sick and had 104-degree fever, and they still made her perform or she wasn't going to be allowed to see her kids. And I think it was after that she was like, you know what, I will not step back on stage and perform anytime soon. She does not have any intent on wanting to perform because of everything that's gone on. I think it would be great if she did come back, but it needs to be under her terms.
I agree. She said she wasn't going to work under the conservatorship, which good.
I don't blame
her. For her, because he was going to be the one getting all the money. It wasn't going to be her.
Exactly. And that gal, I cannot think of her name or whatever, but she's the same one who does the stuff with the Kardashians even. Lou Taylor or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yep. She does. So she has a good person under her that's helping.
Yeah.
And if the Kardashians are probably like, hey, Britt, you want to perform at the Christmas party this year?
Right.
Perform. You could be our special guest performer this year.
I think it would be great to see her and Paris Hilton because they're good friends and they always have been.
Yep, that's true. I know Kim has been more in contact with Paris since her and Kanye aren't. See, that bums me out. I'm a Kanye fan.
I've never liked him. I've really never liked him. I think he's a pompous asshole, but I really did have high hopes that they would have worked out.
But the pompous asshole works with the condescending bitch that she is.
True. And now they got a kid that's a good mix of them both.
Yeah, and their kids are the most adorable things in the world. Let's just put it out that way.
Oh yeah, Northie calls her out on videos, all sorts of stuff. I'm like, oh boy, you're screwed when that kid's older. Just so you know.
Well, she gave her parents a run for their money, so I hope Northie gives her a run for their money.
Yeah.
I mean, she was already up there singing during her dad's fashion show. The song didn't really make any sense, but she was still adorable. It was adorable.
I mean, the kid has purses that cost more than probably everything I have together.
Oh yeah, please. More than anything I own.
Yeah.
Hey, she'll make it far. She does sing on Sundays with her dad because he still does that church thing where he's like the musical director or musical preacher, whatever you want to call him. Which I think that's good for Kanye. Listen, I liked Kanye back in the day with the whole Taylor Swift thing. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. And then it was just like I liked the album Heartbreaker. That was a good album. And then he just kind of I don't understand his music anymore. It's just too and I'm an art person and I still don't get the art behind the music. Like the whole church burning thing with this new Dante or whatever. I can't even think of the name of the album.
Donda.
Right Donda, yeah. I didn't really understand the whole going into the church as it's burning and everyone's coming out. And maybe I just need to actually see it all together to kind of understand. But he's very creative and whatever. I mean, do your thing, but you don't have to be an asshole to everybody either.
Yeah. Hi, Phoenix.
Phoenix! You're making me laugh out loud. Aww. I don't like those Kardashian ones. No. I was watching them this morning, actually. It was the episodes where, because E always has them on there still. It was the episodes where RHOBH was trying to get season 2 of Rob and China, and all the sisters were like, hell no, we ain't giving him a season 2 with that crazy bitch. Like, going crazy. And I was like, oh, man, I feel bad for Rob. And then I'm thinking, well, that was a toxic relationship. If you look back now at it, China only went with Rob, I feel like, to get back at Tyga at the time, who was with Kylie. So,
and she was a minor.
Yes. But mom approved. So mom approved, and that was okay. I think she's fine now with, where she is, and she's going to be having a baby soon, very, very shortly. That baby will be coming. Baby number 2.
Yeah.
Travis Scott. So, and she has the baby line. She has her swimsuit line now. So she's doing good for herself. I don't think
her swimsuit line is crashing.
Is it?
Yeah. There's all
Is that
sorts
what
of
you
stuff.
Read?
Yeah, I've been watching videos on it. People are getting the swimsuit, and the swimsuits are coming apart. They're see-through.
Wow.
Like, people are not
see-through.
Yeah.
No, sorry. See, I'm thinking, all right, it's Kylie Jenner. Another company I don't own any makeup from is Kylie Jenner Cosmetics.
Nope.
Unless Ipsy is gonna, get the rear end of it. I will never own any.
I don't know if Ipsy will partner with her, because there's been some stuff that's came out about her company and how it's ran.
Yes, and that's the good thing with Ipsy. So Ipsy does a lot of things for clean environment. They're about clean beauty, clean, trying to have recyclable bags and stuff like that. I do know some of their glam bags are made from recycled plastic. I do know that. A couple of them. I've been with them since 2015, so it could have been a couple years ago as well, for all I know.
Yeah.
But they are into the clean beauty. They have their own clean line now, like for facial cleaning and body cleaning and hair and all that. And one of the perfume that I got was part of the clean beauty line. That Skylar, and I actually saw a commercial on TV for Skylar fragrance today, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So hey, Hopefully you got one of those because that fragrance is amazing and it's all essential oils.
Ooh,
And I
pretty.
know you're big into that. I don't know if it would do well with your skin because you're sensitive. So if you have
Super.
sensitive skin, talk to Tina. She's the sensitive skin girl over here. Was that a yes?
Learning. Yeah.
My daughter is 25 and we have arguments about that family. I can imagine because at the age of 25, she grew up with the Kardashians. That's all she knows is the Kardashians. They were on how many seasons do they do? Like oh my
Oh
god.
gosh. 20 something maybe? They did a lot of seasons.
Felt like 20. I think it was more like 15. Oh my god.
No
Now
way.
I'm gonna have to Google it. Because they have like 20 episodes each season. But yeah, she grew up on the Kardashians. So at 25, all she knows is Kardashians. I mean, I remember watching the Kardashians in high
There's
school.
20.
20. Oh my god, you were right. 20. Wow. That is incredibly crazy. 2007. So yes, I was just graduating high school. I was actually in college, my sophomore year in college, when they came out with the Kardashians. But we knew who Kim Kardashian was previous to that from the Paris Hilton show with Nicole Richie. What was that?
Yep.
God,
Simple Life.
Simple Life, yes. Where they put them out on the farm and they did all this other crazy shit with them. Oh, yeah. Those were the days.
Yeah, but then their friendship crashed.
I thought they were still friends.
I think they talk again, but they weren't for a long time.
Well, I know Nicole is she's with one of the Good Charlotte brothers, either Joel or Benji. I want to say Joel Madden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of a Good Charlotte fan. Not really. My best friend was more Good Charlotte. I was the Blink girl. You know, bringing back memories here. I've teasingly called her a Kardashian kid, which she was happy to be one. No, you don't want to be happy. You don't want to be happy to be a Kardashian kid. No.
No.
Let her think it's okay. Just know you can laugh with us about it. We'll laugh with you when you call her a Kardashian. That's how you get they think who the hell they freaking are is because they watch these Kardashians and the Kardashians have everything. Fireworks. Yep. Fireworks. I don't know who's setting off fireworks, but Len, who's setting off fireworks now? By the way, my friend Len is a good friend of mine back from, oh my God, high school. And then he was a friend of my ex-boyfriend's, and we know each other from around town. I actually didn't go to high school with him because I went to the all-girls high school, but he went to the town high school, so he knew all my friends. But they're celebrating. It's not even 4th of July. They're street racing too tonight, so who knows? But yeah, I mean, that's really much of what's been happening on the YouTube streets. Not really much of any. Oh, I wanted to show the I can't even say. Can't talk. Teresa Giudice little photos for you guys because she got engaged and she is happy. I'm glad that she is happy. Oh, and the Laundries are getting sued. That is something else I forgot to say. So the Laundries are being sued for $40 for taking down that sign. So remember the night that they put all the laundry baskets on their front lawn and the sign of Gabby? Well, they're getting sued. They're getting sued. I hear them in the background for you. Oh, yeah, so they're probably more by the bridge over here on my side. Len, put it this way. You know where my parents live. I moved a mile down the road from my parents' house after they moved to North Carolina and got the hell out of Connecticut. I didn't move very far. I stayed in the cove. Stayed in the cove. I'm a cove kid. My cat, Cove Cat. She's a cat whore from the cove. So, you know. All right, let's add.
Oh,
to
so
the
they think
screen.
that notebook is going to be salvageable also.
Well, I would think so, because if the backpack wasn't wet, just saying.
Yep.
Hold on, let me bring it back up. I want to zoom out and zoom to the top, which is where the important shit is. So, it says this claim is for $40. It is in small claims court. The plaintiff, but this is what I don't get. Now, I know here in my state, if someone puts something on, so we have, some places have your front lawn, a sidewalk, and then a little piece of grass that is before the road. Now, if someone puts something on that little piece of grass next to the road, technically that is state
It's an easement.
property. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if they put it on your grass, on your front lawn, you can remove that. So I'm not sure how Florida works, but it's a claim under $100. They're saying that they put funds together to help construct a sign with the words, "What if it was Casey," in reference to Casey Laundrie, the daughter of the defendant, as part of a peaceful protest. The sign, which is the subject matter, was erected near the home of Chris Laundrie, a married man, and da-da-da-da-da. And on and about October 16th, Chris Laundrie came out of his house, walked up to the sign, stole it, walked back onto his property, photos attached. So this is the only thing that was in with the tweet, was this claim. So I don't know the photos. We don't have the photos, but they're suing the Laundries for $40 for removing the sign. I mean, at this point, people, come on. $40. They already got enough issues that they're dealing with the FBI, that their son killed his girlfriend. Or at least this is what is alleged that the son killed the girlfriend, and then now he's found partial remains of him, and he's no longer with us. I mean, they already got enough. They already got enough.
Yeah, and their lawyer's not very...
Yeah, so Len, if you look in the Discord, since you're in Discord now, we have a Gabby Petito channel. So Gabby Petito was a YouTuber, and her boyfriend were going across country in a van. They were blogging the whole thing, and then the boyfriend comes back home to Florida without the girlfriend in the van. And then he goes missing, and nobody knows where he went. But they do searches from the last area where they knew that the van was, and they had other YouTubers that were just so happening to be camping in the same area that saw the van, and they got leads and all of that, and they searched and they found her camping. Like, they found her body over where, like, 500 feet from where they were camping last. And then it's been over a month and almost a month and a half that they've been looking for him. That Dog the Bounty Hunter was out looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
And all these people were out looking for him. And the water reserve in Florida where they live by, they're saying that part of it was underwater. People are claiming that it wasn't underwater, but now that it's receded down, they went to search that area, and bam, there's a notebook and a backpack from Brian Laundrie, and bam, partial remains of Brian Laundrie are found, and his parents are the one that found them.
and they're supposedly saying it's a coincidence. I've never heard any of those 3-letter agencies use the word coincidence.
And most, if it's any belongings or evidence, you don't move the fucking evidence. You leave the evidence right where it is, and you take photographs. You do everything you need to do with the evidence right where you take like the coordinates. Okay, we found it here, 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 here. You don't pick up the evidence and say, look, I found a backpack. No.
Yeah. Don't you
Yeah,
yell at me?
his parents found it. Oh, Phoenix, you're going to join the show?
No, that's Tabitha.
Oh, Tabitha, you're going to join the show? Okay.
Yep.
What do you think, Tab?
She's like, I'm mad.
Usually
I
it's
wanna walk on
Bella,
the
but
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Now
his
she's trying to
parents were the
attack
ones to
my
find
headphones.
it.
No.
Yeah, Tab? Oh, yeah, I agree.
Oh man.
We got to get you with a bit emoji that says, my cat says hi.
Right?
Bella like came in and she was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm leaving. Now she's going away with daddy, so she's having the time. I was watching Cousin Vinny before on TV, and she wasn't happy with me laughing, so she went and laid with her dad. So whatever, go have
I
fun
brought
with
in
your
a
dad.
load of clean laundry, so that's where the cats are. On my clean laundry.
And that's usually Bella likes dirty clothes. Don't ask, because she's usually a prissy bitch. And like has to be proper and secure and pretty, you know. And yet she'll lay on like Jake's asphalt, you know, covered pants.
Yeah, it's because it smells like
I
dad.
think she likes his smell more than anything. Or like, I don't know. I have no idea. She's a weird cat. The weirdest cat of them all. But now Shawshank's Redemption is on TV, I believe.
It's a good movie. It's a long movie,
Yep.
but a good movie.
Well, it's the end right now where he finds what his buddy left him when he's like, go to the cornfields and then you'll find this rock by a tree.
I'm sorry, but if someone tells me to go to a cornfield, I'm going the opposite direction. That just doesn't sound right.
I'm not going in a cornfield unless somebody comes with me. Not at all. Speaking of cornfield, actually, I will show you something that they did do for Gabby.
Yeah, that's right.
I did find this. It was on a Twitter post. They made a corn maze in Tampa Bay for a memorial for Gabby Petito. And I have it for you guys because I thought it was it is a very good movie. This is the second time it played today. But this is what they made for Gabby in Tampa Bay in the cornfield. They put R.I.P. Gabby with the cross and the heart. And I thought that was pretty cool. So, you know, when you're flying over Tampa, you see this cornfields, everyone gets to see this beautiful sign. Now, would I get lost in that corn maze? Hell yes.
Oh, yeah.
But am I going to Tampa anytime soon? Nah.
Nope.
I mean, you don't say never. The flight right now is only $40 with my free scan ticket thing. $20 off.
Yeah, but I can't fly.
You can't fly. Yeah. Well, I can.
Yep.
And the airport right near me is offering a deal for tickets for $6.99 or $69 and then $20 off if you have the card thing that came on the door and they left it on my door. So who knows? I might go to Tampa. I could be like Molly Golightly, you know, go to the laundry's house and start screaming, "Justice for Gabby! Oh my God, you crazy people!" No, I would never. I would never.
Oh, my word.
I'm not that crazy. Molly Golightly. If you don't know this, don't go look at her. Yeah, and then this was the Denver FBI tweet that they put out that the remains were in fact, of Brian Laundrie. And here's like a closer up version of it. And then this was Josh Benson's comment regarding talking to the Petitos on 1020. He said, I was able to speak to Gabby Petito's father yesterday, just checking up to see how he was doing and seeing if there was anything that we can do to help. Of course, state law enforcement has been helping with the search from the beginning. We're not obviously driving the train because we have local and you have the FBI for the interstate. But he feels really strong that there are more that can be done to protect people like Gabby who were victims of DV. And I agree with him, and I agree with him as well. I think there are times when we see people who probably should have been held accountable, and then it builds and they do more, and then ultimately it ends to something this tragic. And so I know he's working hard on stuff. I told them he knows we raise money for different things. We raise the money for fallen officers' families in Florida. We're going to probably do some other stuff with my wife eventually for breast cancer, which it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I believe. But I told him in our charitable endeavors, we want to be helpful. So I think we're going to be able to do it. He doesn't have any more information than what's been reported, at least when I talked to him. So we'll see what ends up happening. But he's a strong fella. I mean, it's probably the worst blow you could receive to lose a child. And she was just starting out in life. Had a great future ahead of her. Very pretty young lady who everyone seemed to like. And so it's really, really sad. But it's also a lot of us, at least me, were very angry that something like this would have happened. And we do want to get the answers as soon as possible. And I know that would make him feel a lot better. It would make us all feel a lot better.
The sad thing is that in many of these cases, when you do try to get help, you do try to go to the authorities or anyone that you think should be able to help you, they'll flat tell you. I flat out got told, has he physically touched you? No, but I think he's going to kill me one day. And they said, sorry, until he touches you and causes physical harm, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, and that's crazy. So this is police entering the Laundrie's home after remains. It's very short clip. Obviously, people are going to be screaming. As soon as they enter the home, people are screaming. Oh, I got a Ring doorbell.
I honestly don't believe it was him.
I feel like me and Tina talked about this actually the other day. It's like, what if they saw something they shouldn't have? And what if there was somebody after both of them?
I mean, who's to say? What if he really didn't do this, and that's why there's so much secrecy and what seems like so much effed upness in this entire case? You know, maybe there's obviously some things that are not out for the public to know, and there's just something is just very, very awkward and very, very weird.
Yep. And then here are just some comments from the FLA chat the day that they were told it was Brian. So there are some interesting things that people are putting. Told you he was DEAD. Now I wonder when we'll know, if ever, the cause of death.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to send you screenshots.
It's not him. Too many coincidence. Conspiracy theorists, of course, it's blooming him. How did the dad know the path, direction, and location of the bone? Suspicious, right? And that I agreed with Victoria. It just was a little suspicious. People were saying their camping thing was like their last outing, right?
Yeah, and that was his sister's time to say goodbye to him, is what people have said.
Yep, his parents could have saved their son's life. Had they done the right thing? How people? This one, hey JB, how does a body decompose so fast? After only 35-ish days, how did the body not float after he died? How did the dry bag not float? That is what I want to know. How long does it take a body to decompose? It is hot in Florida. So you have the sun beaming down, you have all of that in consideration. You have animals, you have gators, you have other prey that can eat away at a dead corpse. I'm not monetized. I can say these words. I'm not
Yep.
KJ.
And I still have, I forgot to send you these screenshots, but I still have the screenshot of one of the live chats from one of the
Yes.
WFLA, where someone goes into chat with the name Brian L and says, "I'm still alive," and there's like 5 faces after it with the slit eyes and straight mouth.
Yep.
And it's just
It's
crazy,
scary.
like what the things that people are really saying it's crazy. I mean, if people need to step back and think if this was their family member or any of this, and none of this is even helping Gabby's parents.
No,
In
none.
any light. And people are trying to say that
Hello.
he's up in Alaska cutting down trees, or that his lawyer
Diligence.
apparently said that he didn't think that he was suicidal in any way. Oh, he stopped taking his meds, and like people are just saying all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Brian's
here's the one.
parents knew exactly
My
where to
God.
find the remains. I want to see
Yeah.
the DNA, dental records, baked.
My godfather lived in New York for years, says the juicing industries out there are mafia owner, the same business the Laundries are in. They could have swapped his teeth with the remains. Like, people are going all out.
What do Gabby's family say about this? I call bullshit. And then you have people with gators. Is the serial killer on the loose? Is there a serial killer on the loose? I mean, Florida has some crazy people.
Yeah, and if they only found a supposed partial skull or whatever, well, if the teeth were not attached to that, anyone can go, and it's not hard to knock some teeth out of somebody's mouth and put them in a scene.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys got cable and you're watching E Network, Cousin Vinny just came back on.
Nice.
Just saying. My other favorite movie. I just can't believe this outcome. No justice for Gabby's family. Praying there is a confession in the notebook. The Laundries all look guilty for not reaching out to the Petito family. So sad. They do kind of look guilty for not reaching out. Like, why wouldn't you reach out to your son's girlfriend's family? Like, and they were together for a while, right? Like years.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
I
they
would
weren't very
hope.
old.
I know my
yeah.
mom and dad would totally reach out to my boyfriend's mother if anything happened. And I'm pretty sure his mother would figure out a way to reach out to my parents, if vice versa. What about the 2 girls killed near Gabby's body? That's always something to think about. Watching the crime video movie. Judge not yeast, you be judge. I don't know what that means. Since there won't be a trial, when will we find out what the FBI knows? We might have a trial. We don't know. If they saw something, maybe they shouldn't have. And this is a result of something completely different. Like, we have no idea. It's all a bunch of everything. I want to watch.
I mean, this is an agency who can literally make anyone disappear that they want to.
Girl undefined. It's girl
I don't
defined,
trust any of these.
Right? Yes, Girl Defined. Oh wait, let me find out for you. I love that movie.
Hi, kitty.
You should know that movie. Brittany Murphy, Girl. It's Girl Interrupted. Girl Interrupted.
So I think that when Britney Murphy died, the house that she was living in was actually Britney Spears' old house from when she had her breakdown.
Yes. I'm almost
So
positive you're
there's
right.
like conspiracy theories that there's something with that house as well.
Well, we will be covering some conspiracy theories on Monday. I'm not sure which one yet. I'm still looking for a special guest if anyone wants to join me on Monday to do a conspiracy theory. If not, I'm going to do this one by myself this Monday because it's the start of a new series, but I have a lot of conspiracy theories. I bought a lot of books. So I've not seen it yet. Oh, yes, check out Girl Interrupted. It's a really good movie. Really good movie. And it should, if you have cable, it should be like on demand, I would say. Or you can get it off like Amazon Prime, something like that. Sounds like an unlucky house. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Excellent reporting and helping apply pressure to the case. I mean, JB is doing a good job. I will say that. Do we know what body parts they found? No, we did not. We know it's something to do with the skull. At that point, we didn't know, though, when everyone was commenting on this. Sad that Brian's legacy is the world sees him as a murderer and his parents are viewed as cold-hearted, insensitive, and callous, regardless of evidence and legitimacy. Like, that kind of comment I wanted to show because we don't know. And half of this world is going to think that Brian did do that. Then the other half, the more people that have brains, are going to wait to find out what the evidence show. And if people that have worked in law or know anything about law knows, it takes time. Unfortunately, we can't rush the investigation process because if we rush investigation processes, we get a bunch of bullshit. Let's just be honest. We get shit that does not make sense. And then, let's see, I feel sad for the Laundrie family, but I hope that they're not going to be going to an attempt at showing Gabby in a bad light, spinning the narrative in their favor for their son. I hope that as well, that they don't do that. Did they mention cause of manner of death for Brian? No, they did not. And how long has the body been there? So, assuming, since we don't know how long it was there, he was missing for 35 days. So, it had to be approximately 35-ish or less. But I believe that, oh, no, I have more. Brian had a last moment with his parents, sister's children before they went off to kill himself. At least he had the time with his family. Maybe there will be answers in that journal. So these are what people are speculating. Like, unbelievable.
Yeah, there's people that are even saying that his parents killed him, knowing that he was bringing shame to the family and that, like, all sorts of stuff.
And this is the last one that I got. Brian had same thing. So we can only wait to see what comes out in this case. I'm pretty sure with the remains that they do have, they can hopefully do some kind of a forensic investigation with it. Not having tissue and things like that. From what it seemed like, they seemed like they only had bones. So did that mean that, I'm not trying to sound gross or anything, but did the animals get to his body? If there was only bones left. We know that gators don't digest bones. So we're just going to have to wait and find out. His attorney said he talked to Brian on the 17th and 18th of September. Yes.
Yeah. And, there's been a few slips from their attorney.
Yes. I don't know if they'll ever find out the outcome. Well, we do know that she was strangled. That was the cause of her death. So something had to happen. There are clues. So, Len, I have a video. I have to give you this video. And you can kind of see in the video someone in the field where they found her body. We're not sure what is going on. And then you can see her van, and the door is closing in the van. So there's a lot of speculation. And then there was a tweet from his phone of somebody that was in another RV that was also on the premises of this campground. And they could see from an aerial shot just by the reflection in the TV. I forgot who was the one that was doing this. It was a YouTuber. What YouTuber was it? I don't want to say Repzilla. Oh, you know who it is? Adam Calhoun.
Yes, I will.
Yes, Adam Calhoun. He's a singer. He's a rapper. He's been looking into this.
It's like country rap. Yeah.
He's been looking into this, and he's like, "Why have nobody looked into this tweet that was out there?" Because there was somebody else from his phone.
Yeah, and somebody else has said that his Pinterest page recently, in like the last couple of days, has followed 2 new people.
So, and there was no phone. Her phone was not in the backpack, and his phone, they don't know where his phone is either. So what if someone else is involved in this?
It's a possibility.
Well, we're just going to have to stay tuned and keep trying to figure out what's going on. But guys, it's been fun. We are reaching the 1.5 hour mark with you guys. We covered everything that we had to cover.
I have not ate today. We've been busy, so yeah.
Yeah. It's been fun, guys. We do this every Saturday now. It's called the weekly YouTube recap, where we go over all the things that have happened on the bigger atmosphere of YouTube, not so much us small creators over here. So,
and then just all the randomness, because there's many random channels that I watch. I don't necessarily follow up and watch like all the Jeffree Star and all that kind of stuff, or any of this other drama that's going around. I don't keep up on none of that. I like other stuff.
And I keep up with some of it. It depends on what it is. Like I want to go watch this video that James Charles supposedly exposed Kenzie Ziegler, which is a Dance Mom girl. And I was a Dance Mom fan, so you know, I want to see what James Charles is doing to this. Mackenzie is like 15, 16, like leave this girl alone. How old are you, James Charles? Come on. So I'm going to look into that for us, see what that's all about. But we'll be here next Saturday for another weekly YouTube recap. But if not, I will see you guys on Monday for some conspiracy theories.
And if you see anything that you want possibly recapped at the end of the week or talked about, send it to Jackie.
Yep, let me know. We have a channel in Discord for the recaps. You can put anything you want in there, and I would be more than happy to cover it for you guys. So everyone have a great night. Check out Truebell Wax's YouTube channel. She's an awesome YouTube creator as well. And even though she's not doing so much right now, we're going to get her back on her feet and get her back to doing the amazing streams that she does as well. Definitely check out that, and check out AT2's video if you have not seen it, where he explains all these allegations that are being brought up against him, because they're freaking insane. And I just can't believe.
I mean, I don't want shit with none of these creators or anything like that, but this shit's getting out of fucking hand, and it needs to damn well stop.
I agree. I have nothing against them. I don't want any beef with them. And even if they start with me, I'm not going to talk about them. I broke my 10K rule tonight for AT2 because I need to let him know that I stand with him.
Yeah.
Because what they're saying and alleging is not even funny. Like, you don't do that.
No, and unless you can pull out some certified freaking papers accusing somebody of some shit, keep your damn mouth shut.
Exactly. But we love you all. Thank you for coming.
Have a great night.
We'll see you here. I'll see you here on Monday. Maybe Tina will. Maybe I'll convince her to do a conspiracy theory with me on Monday. Who knows? No.
We'll
Bye,
see.
guys.
Bye.